cannon fodder is an informal, derogatory term for combatants who are regarded or treated as expendable in the face of enemy fire. The term is generally used in situations where combatants are forced to deliberately fight against hopeless odds in an effort to achieve a strategic goal. An example is the trench warfare of World War I. The term may also be used to differentiate infantry from other forces, or to distinguish expendable low-grade or inexperienced combatants from supposedly more valuable veterans. The term derives from fodder, as food for livestock. Soldiers are the metaphorical food for enemy cannon fire. Origins of the term: the concept of soldiers as fodder, as nothing more than food to be consumed by battle, dates back to at least the 16th century. For example, in William Shakespeare's play Henry IV, Part 1, there is a scene where Prince Henry ridicules John Falstaff's pitiful group of soldiers. Falstaff replies to Prince Henry with cynical references to gunpowder and tossing bodies into mass grave pits, saying that his men are good enough to toss. Food for powder, food for powder. They'll fill a pit as well as better, men. The supposedly first attested use of the expression cannon fodder belongs to a French writer, René Section-Warine, copyright de Chateaubriand. In his anti-Napoleonic pamphlet De Bonaparte et des Bourbons, published in 1814, he criticized the cynical attitude towards recruits that prevailed in the end of Napoleon's reign. On un copyright est venu à ce point de ma copyright pris pour la vie des hommes et pour la France. Doppler les conscrits la macherie première et la chair canon euro. The contempt for the lives of men and for France herself has come to the point of calling the conscripts the raw material and the cannon fodder. Human wave attacks. Cannon fodder infantry are the core participants in the so-called human wave attacks, where masses of poorly armed, poorly trained, and ill-equipped soldiers are sent in a charging attack designed to overwhelm defenders with numbers rather than superior strategy, movement, or technology. These attacks are popular among militaries which possess very large numbers of conscript soldiers, but lack the means or funding to train or arm them to the same standard as their enemy. See also, Forlorn Hope, the initial wave of troops attacking a fortress or other strong point, who usually took terrible casualties. Human shield, a military tactic to use civilians to buffer valuable targets. Meat shield, informal and often derogatory expression for someone put forth to absorb an attack or shelter another. Penal military unit, principle of evil marksmanship, red shirt, a character whose sole purpose is to die violently soon after being introduced. This term was originally used to describe the red-shirted security personnel of the original Star Trek series. Sacrificial lamb, a metaphorical reference for a person who has little if any chance of surviving an upcoming challenge, but seeks to sacrifice him or herself for the common good. References